she can't say anything more than just a small fraction of the case she'd like to make, because some of it's too sensitive. But the heart of the argument is about electability. She wants to argue in some sensitive areas more than she'd like, more than she's able, that Obama can't win. What she's hoping, although she wouldn't say this to me, I tried to press her on it, is that the exit poll that Fox and others do in Pennsylvania show that white voters are turning against Obama in Pennsylvania even more than Ohio. She hopes to show, perhaps based on what's happened with Reverend Wright, perhaps based on Obama's appeal in Pennsylvania, she hopes to be able to say after that to superdelegates, look at what happened in Ohio, look at what happened in Pennsylvania, this guy can't win.
Hi, this is Josh Marshall from TPM Media. It's Wednesday, April 2nd, 2008. Now, that was Time Magazine's Mark Halpern appearing on Fox News on Friday discussing the Clinton campaign's current strategy. Now, particularly, he was talking about what's keeping Clinton in the race at this point, now that the odds seem pretty long against her. Now, we weren't exactly sure what to make of this interview when we first saw it, because Halpern himself is kind of cryptic, and he implies that Senator Clinton and aides around her were kind of cryptic in what they were telling him, so it's kind of cryptic on cryptic. But what it came down to, it seems to say, that they felt that Barack Obama was unelectable for what it seemed like he was saying were issues related to race. And we got a little more clarity on this yesterday when Greg Sargent of TPM Election Central did an interview with Harold Ickes, one of Clinton's top campaign advisors. Now, among other topics that came up in the interview, Ickes confirmed to TPM that the topic of Jeremiah Wright, Reverend Jeremiah Wright, and his relationship with Barack Obama is coming up as a key topic in conversations that he, Ickes, is having with superdelegates while he tries to bring them over to Senator Clinton's side. Now, there's been more discussion of this topic over the last 24 hours, so we're going to show you a quick rundown, a snapshot of what other reporters and commentators are saying about this issue.
The cat is out of the bag. Clinton advisor Harold Ickes admits the pitch to the superdelegates is Reverend Jeremiah Wright.
For the first time now, a top Clinton aide is acknowledging the campaign is trying to use Obama's pastor against him.
The Clinton campaign may be close to hitting below the belt. Clinton's top delegate hunter, Harold Ickes, told an interviewer he's raising the race issue with superdelegates.
Harold Ickes acknowledged on the record, one of her top aides today, and said, yeah, of course that comes up when we talk to superdelegates. Not that Barack Obama necessarily agrees with Jeremiah Wright about these controversial things. We're not arguing that. We are arguing that this is going to be used in the general election by the Republicans, and that is a very strong card.
Another concern we're really seeing from some of the Democratic Party elders, and particularly the Obama campaign, is that the Clinton campaign is mentioning this issue now and saying that the Republican Party is going to bring it up as a way to bring it up themselves.
She's also kind of giving in-kind contributions to the Republicans and to McCain by a lot of the attacks that she's doing. I mean, you just talked about Harold Ickes, bringing up the Reverend Wright issue. He's been the one most aggressively out there, kind of being the Jeff Gillooly to Hillary Clinton's Tanya Harding.
I don't know if it'll backfire. It's sort of expected that they would do it, and it's good that they're doing it, because if Obama does end up being the nominee, he's got to figure out how he's going to deal with this. We've seen over and over again a sort of delayed response by the Obama campaign. They have to be much more nimble on this issue, so it's a good testing for them at any case.
Look, Harold Ickes is right. Not only are the Clinton people using that issue against Obama now, but Republicans will in the fall. It's a perfectly legitimate issue.
Harold Ickes is being a realist here. The Reverend Wright issue does matter, and it will matter in the general election, but it's a risky strategy. Tap dancing around the third rail of race is really dangerous.
My issue would be with the whispering and not with what he was saying. Get it out there. Share it with the rest of the class. If it's a proper thing to whisper into the ears of superdelegates, perhaps at 3 a.m., who knows when. Get it out there, get it on the table, and we can all discuss whether or not this is some sort of crippling issue for Barack Obama.
Look, Lanny, let's not be coy here. The Clinton people, like Ickes, are probably using that to try to sway the superdelegates, right? That's how the game is played.
Well, I think it's an appropriate issue to raise. I don't think
who a guy's pastor is?
No, I think the appropriate issue to raise is, and I still don't know the answer, is when did Senator Obama hear these hate-filled sermons or newsletters? Did he know of them? Why did he not leave the congregation?
Boy, this could be a very historic night. Lanny Davis and Sean Hannity could agree.
Oh my God.
The fact that his minister had traveled to Tripoli with Louis Farrakhan is a sign of his extremist views.
Have we heard this stated so starkly before? We
talk to the superdelegates. Implication, we tell the superdelegates, watch out what happens if you nominate Obama.
No, you haven't heard it that starkly before, but it's been going on behind the scenes for days, if not weeks. I talked to one of the top Clinton people just a little while ago, and they said, look, everybody else is talking about the Jeremiah Wright effect, but us, why can't we talk about it? They probably view it as an act of restraint that I haven't gone on the air with ads in Pennsylvania talking about all of Wright's comments. The reason they haven't done that is that so far, any public attacks like that seem to blow back against Hillary Clinton.